Okay. Welcome everyone to the live stream. Hopefully everyone's doing A-okay. Hopefully everything's looking good. That was kind of a weird little shift that we had right there of connection. But welcome everyone to the live stream. Hey Helicopters, welcome back. Glad to see a familiar face. So today's live stream is going to be focusing on Odin Valhalla Rising. Now, this is part of a new series of live streams that we're going to be doing here on the Play Cacao Games Twitch and the YouTube channels. Specifically, what we're going to be looking at doing is checking out various Play Cacao Games or Cacao Games published games. Odin Valhalla Rising is the first one that we're going to be covering here. We're going to have more of these sort of variety streams moving forward into the future, and potentially even more Odin Valhalla streams as well. Now, with Odin Valhalla Rising, this is going to be more of an introductory live stream. We're going to be jumping in. We're going to be checking it out. Welcome back. I was having Wi-Fi issues. Hello, Seleno. Welcome to the live stream. So yes, this is going to be a introductory live stream. We're going to jump in and talk about Odin Valhalla Rising. We're going to be jumping into character creation. We're going to check out all the various different characters in the game. And I have been playing this game quite a bit. Now, this is a brand new account. But I will be giving you guys some tips and tricks as we're going through and give you some of my opinions on if you're a new player to the game, and recommend, you know, which classes to play and how to basically start the game the right way. Because you don't want to start this game the wrong way. You want to, you want to power level through it. You want to get through. You want to get strong. You want to get those really cool characters and stuff. The really cool cosmetics and the upgrades to your character. Now, before we actually jump in and we dive into the character customization of the game, what I want to do is there actually right now is probably the best time to jump into Odin Valhalla Rising. The first anniversary is coming up very soon. So it's a really good time to jump in right now to prepare for that first anniversary. As well as right now, there is a lot of events going on in the game. So I'm actually just going to go ahead and pull up the website. If you guys haven't been following Odin Valhalla Rising, they did have a major update to the game. I believe it was like about a month or two ago, where they released a new class, the Shield Maiden update. And I've been playing the Shield Maiden a lot. Absolutely my favorite class right now. I think she's amazing. But if you guys are interested in learning more about Odin Valhalla Rising, we will have links down below in the description over on YouTube, as well as on our Twitch page. We can go ahead and share some of those links with you guys, where you can go in, you can download the game. If you want, you can even download and you can follow along with me as I give you guys a couple of like tips and stuff if you're jumping in the game for the very first time. So one of the most amazing resources for anyone that's playing Odin Valhalla Rising is going to be their notice, update, events, and guides page. So this whole page, first of all, we're gonna go through and kind of talk a little bit about it. I'm not gonna go into detail on every single one of these tabs, but essentially, so the notice page is gonna be any kind of major notifications about upcoming changes, updates, and scheduling and things like that. But the page that you're probably gonna want to pay the most attention to is going to be the updates page, the events page, and then we're going to talk a little bit about the guide page in just a second. So they actually just went through and they had a major patch just like 2 days ago. And this is one of the reasons why this is a really good time to jump in and play the game, is because of this most recent patch that just dropped. There is a bunch of fun events in the game right now. Sorry, I'm just moving some stuff around real quick. Okay. So yeah, so they just came out with an update about 2 days ago with a bunch of in-game events that are happening. So you've got the Grace of Thor 14-day login event, the Happy 300th Day Roskva special mission event. Now that includes a bunch of achievements that you can complete in the game that'll give you a bunch of awesome rewards and stuff. You'll find out more of that in the events page itself. But there's also a special buy-in, and I'll show you guys in the cash shop. There's a special buy that you can get right now for 300 gold that gives you some awesome stuff. We got the Rock, Paper, Scissors event, which I've actually had a lot of fun with on my main account. Been getting a lot of rewards there, as well as the Roska's special Hot Time event. Now, I'm not going to dive too deep into the major changes that have happened in this most recent update, but I do recommend if you're someone who's new, you're jumping in and you want to basically get the most out of the game for your very first time, you're going to want to go over to the events page and read some of these different events that are happening in the game. Like I said, we've got the Happy 300th Day Roskva's special mission event. Now, if you guys aren't familiar with Odin Valhalla Rising, this is a game that came out, the Korean version of the game came out in 2021. The global version released last year in April. So we're celebrating the 300th day of live service for the global version of the game. And you can see right here, as part of that, there's just a bunch of fun stuff that's currently going on for at least the 300th day. This marks the 300th day since Odin Valhalla Rising began its journey together with you. To celebrate this incredible journey we've shared with our heroes, we prepared a special mission event. Now, along with this special mission event, there is a special item that you can buy for just in-game gold, super, super cheap, that we'll get on this main account once we actually get there. We've also got this event achievements that you can complete, which, again, if you're a new player, a lot of these things that you're going to see right here are going to be very, very easy for you to get. And it's really, really, like, it's definitely worth it to get the Thor's Weapon Boonstone fragments. So yeah, that's one of the major events that are going on in the game right now. I'm not going to jump into too much detail on all the other events. Like, there's a lot of the 14-day login events. You're going to be getting a lot of rewards. And you'll see that once we actually jump in and make our character. Another thing I want to point out is the guides page. Honestly, this is such an underrated page. If you're someone who's new to the game, you've never played it before, and you need as much help as you possibly can get, this guide page is invaluable. Not only is it going to give you information on things such as the underground prison, it's one of the world dungeons you can participate in, probability tables, subclass switching tips, how to use your Mimir's wisdom effectively, which is a really big thing, especially if you start getting into those higher levels. You've also got one of the most valuable things, and we're going to talk about it too once we actually get into the game, is the treasure chest and weapon skin location guide. Now, I personally like going around and trying to find them myself, but if you're having a hard time, because some of these they're in some pretty tough areas, and I'll show you a few of my favorites. For example, if we go to, I don't want to spoil anything in the Midgard one just yet for anyone that's new, but the Jotunheim one, you jump into here, and it's going to give you pictures and locations on where you can find these chests. And I highly recommend you go in and you find these. Not only are they going to give you weapons and avatars and mounts and things like that, but it's also going to complete a lot of the achievements that you need in the game to get even more rewards on top of that. So it's just a really good thing to do jumping in for the first time, within Odin Valhalla Rising. So let's jump in, let's talk about the game and see what kind of character we're going to play. So I will probably ask you guys for your opinion on which class that you would like to see played. Personally, I wouldn't mind making a shield maiden. She's been my favorite class so far, and I think she's a really, really good class overall when it comes to trying to progress through the game as best as you can. So there are a couple of classes in this game that I would say, if you're a solo player jumping in, by yourself, there's a couple of classes that I think are really, really good, especially for leveling as fast as you want to go. Helicoptrix, I wish I could join in game, but I have to go soon. We'll be in the stream though. Thank you for being here, Helicoptrix. I appreciate that. That would be really cool. Okay, so anyways, so my recommendation, if you're someone who's a solo player, out of all the classes in the game, the one that I found is one of the better options as a solo player, but you have to be careful if you're going to be using the idle mode and stuff like that, because it is a bit of a squishier character, is going to be the Sorceress, specifically going towards the Archmage build. The Archmage is just a ton of damage. AoE damage, AoE effects, and abilities. This one has has probably the highest DPS out of any of the characters in the game. It makes it very easy to get through some of those lower level grinding to be able to progress your character very quickly. So that's my first recommendation, is the Archmage for the high DPS. And I'll give you guys some tips and stuff on how to build some of these characters and what to focus on when you first jump into it for the first time, because you can make some mistakes. So I'm going to try my best to help make sure that you guys aren't making those mistakes that I did when I was first jumping in. So yes, my first recommendation for solo class is the Archmage, specifically for its DPS. It'll help you get through those early levels, but you have to be careful because the defense is very low on this character, very squishy. You can, they can die pretty often. The Dark Wizard is the other sorceress subclass that you can pick. Now, you can swap between the classes freely as you're playing through the game. You'll unlock what's known as avatars. It's the class system, and I'll talk about that a little bit more once we actually get into it. But the Dark Wizard is all about debuffing and crowd control abilities. You've got the Decay, unleash corrosive magic that decays affected targets. You got Petrify, hits the enemy with a luring spell that petrifies them. So I think that's pretty straightforward. Debuff and crowd control for that character. The next character that I would recommend for anyone that's new jumping into the game would be the Shield Maiden, specifically the Axler. The Axler is a really well-rounded ranged DPS based character. Now, one of the things that you're going to notice as you're jumping into the game is you're going to want to try to kill as many enemies as quickly as possible. That's the name of the game, right? And you don't want your character to have to run around and melee attack a lot of these enemies. So range-based characters have that advantage to them. Now, I have played this game where I've had a melee-based character PK me out in the world and absolutely destroy me. So melee-based characters, they've got that good defense, they've got that good melee damage. But if you're looking to level quickly and it's your first time jumping into the game, I highly recommend the Axler. This one is a really good, well-rounded, range-based character. We got the Withdraw, we've got the Shackle, a little bit of some CC there. This is the class that I've been playing a lot too. Honestly, this one's just a lot of fun. Helicoptrix, I personally chose Berserker, not sure how good that class is. That's the class that absolutely destroyed me. That class is just, the defense and the melee damage for it is really good. It might take just a little bit longer to level up compared to some of the other classes. So now the other subclass for the Shield Maiden is the Valkyrie. The Valkyrie, for all intents and purposes, this is the tank class in the game. If you love being that tank, if you love dropping protection for your teammates and everything like that, the Valkyrie is a really, really good class to go for. It is going to be harder to level up. It's not going to have that range DPS that the Axler comes with. And you could go through and you could level up the Axler, and then you could swap over to the Valkyrie. If you can build them on the side and stuff like that too if you want. And I'll kind of show you a little bit about how that works. Also, I think her overall cosmetics look so good. Is this live? It is, Vanger. Welcome to the live stream. Glad to see someone on YouTube dropping in and saying hi. Now, the next one I want to talk about, which is another really good class specifically for leveling up. If you're a new player trying to level up and get a lot of those item collections and things like that, is going to be the Rogue Sniper subclass, mainly due to the fact it has ranged damage. The ranged damage is going to help you basically grind through a lot of the kill quests and stuff like that in questing, so your character doesn't have to run up to the enemy. You can attack him from a distance. You'll be able to hit more enemies quicker than if you were a melee-based character. The sniper can do a decent amount of damage. It's not the highest DPS in the game. It's more of a sustained damage, if you can see up here. It also has a little bit of self-sustain on itself too. So attacking the enemy with arrows, restoring your HP for part of the damage dealt. It is a bit squishier than I would say the Shield Maiden Axler is, but it has a little bit more. It does have some crowd control abilities, as well as some, like this one right here, the Phantom Shot gives you invincible for a little bit of time. So this one, it could be a really fun one, especially if you're someone who likes to do PvP in the arena. And then you've got the Assassin. The Assassin character, what can I say about the Assassin? It's just straight up, it's just going to kill you. It's going to slice and dice you. It's going to be moving all over the battlefield. The Assassins are just a straightforward killer class. Tons and tons of single target, high DPS damage. Yeah. Assassin, what else more can I say about the Assassin class? Now you've got the Berserker and the Defender. Now, Helicopters said they went for the Berserker. The Berserker is a really good class. It really is. Crowd control and attack. Plus, it's got fairly high defense as well, so you're not going to have to worry too much about dying. This class has absolutely destroyed me when it comes to, doing open world PKing and things like that. So if you're somebody who doesn't want to focus too much on crowd control and movement and things like that, if you want just a straightforward bruiser, the Berserker's your class. The other main tank class that you're going to have in this game is the Defender. The Defender is a really, really good tank class. But unlike the Shield Maiden, it's more of its focus is pulling and drawing enemies specifically towards it and taunting it, rather than supporting the allies. So if you're somebody who wants the enemies really focused on your character without having to worry too much about the rest of your teammates, you just want to sit there and really take the damage, then you're going to want to go for the Defender class. And then the last class that we're going to talk about is the Priest class. Now, this is the one that I've played the least amount on, but this one is heal, protection, and buffing. Saint is your straightforward healer class. Resurrections as well. Key skills, Sacred Flame. You've got the Auspice of Yggdrasil, as well as the Resurrect ability, which is huge. That's such a massive ability, especially if you're doing endgame dungeons and stuff, and you're doing PKing and things like that. That Resurrect ability it's massive, trust me. And then the other one is the Paladin class. Now this one it is a tank class, but it's more focused on buffing itself and your allies. along with it. So if you played a paladin, you'll know this one. I believe it also has a little bit of healing abilities as well. But again, this is the one that I played the least amount on. Throw your shield at an enemy to deal damage over time and reduce their movement speed. Increase attack speed and movement speed of your allies. And then briefly returns part of the damage taken to the enemy. So yeah, those are the 5 classes in the game. And I'll let you guys decide on what class you want me to jump in and play. But I do want to show some of the customization options that you're going to have in this game. So let's go ahead and we'll select the rogue class here. And we'll zoom in so you can see the beautiful, beautiful graphics. This is developed in Unreal Engine 2, if you didn't know. So we have a couple of different presets right here. So you can see the different options that you can eventually end up getting. You can even go, look at that. That's, what is it, the red hood? Yeah, looks pretty good. And then you got a bunch of different face options you can go through. And we've also got different skin. Oh, that one makes her look really ghostly. Pink, pale. Yeah. And then you got different tattoos you can apply. Football star. You can make them angry. I actually kind of like that for the red hair. And then the different options for the hair. I kind of like the longer hair. Since this game has, like, it's all centered around Norse mythology, I kind of like this Viking style hair better. And red hair is a very common Viking style of hair. Bunch of different color options. And then you can also go through and you can customize the shape of the character, overall, like width, the height. I mean, if you're going to be going as a Viking character, you're going to go to the max, right? Head size, chest size. Like, you don't want to be messed with. Like, this is a woman that's going to absolutely destroy anybody. And then we can also check out the different cosmetics that you're going to get for these characters as you level them up. Oh, that one looks so good. I want to kind of zoom in a little bit. Okay. See, that looks amazing. I love that. And then the final one is just, yeah, basic underwear. And see some poses. And when we get into the game, I'm going to show you guys the dance emotes and stuff. They're amazing. That's right. You don't want to mess with her. Especially with the angry, what's that called? Like the vein thing that you see at the top. Havoc, welcome to the live stream. Glad to see you here. Yes, we're going to cancel customization on the archer. Let's check out the shield maiden. My favorite class. And also, I'm a little biased, but I think this class has some of the best armor. Yeah, that looks so cool. I love the angel wings. The Valkyrie wings, I should say. And the blue hair. Different facial options. Yeah, so let me know specifically what class you guys would want me to play. And I'll do my best to give you some, like, the tips and tricks specifically for those classes. But I have been playing this game quite a bit on my main account. This is a brand new account. I haven't done anything on it. All we're doing is we're going to jump in and show you guys the new player experience. I actually really like that. Let's go for, do they have like a light? Whoa, that is very, very bright. Ooh, that one's kind of cool. I like the hairstyle. I might keep that hairstyle. Ooh, or the white hairstyle. Make her look really scary. And then, obviously, we have the different cosmetics and stuff. Okay, so there's that one. I'll show you guys the sorceress customization options as well. I'm gonna zoom in. A lot of these ones are going to look pretty familiar between, like, the different female classes. There is a difference to, like, the overall shape of the face and everything like that, too, so... But they've all got similar cosmetic options, like the tattoos. Like, that is creepy. Oh, that looks so cool. I never noticed they have, like, the cracks and stuff through here. Who's my main character? My main character in the game is a Axler. I found the Axler to be a pretty well-rounded character, fairly easy to level up with. It's got a good ranged as well as melee style of combat to it, so that is really creepy. I love that. How creepy can we make this character look? Hide him behind the bangs are kind of freaking me out on that one too. Give him the white hair, make him look real ghosty. I've never noticed too, like, the physics for the hair kind of flowing around the shoulders of the character. And then I'll show you guys the cosmetic options. This is for the sorceress. That is really cool looking. Ooh, light blue is my favorite color. I really like that costume too. Okay, that is hands down. That is such a good looking costume. I am a sucker for black and gold. That looks amazing. I haven't played the sorceress, so maybe we'll pick the sorceress as our character, because this is the one character that I've barely spent like... Actually, no, I'm sorry. The paladin, the priest is the one I've spent a little bit of time on. I do have a character for the sorceress. Let's check out the warriors. This is the male character in the game. Different options. You can make him look real tough. I'm a big beard guy. I like having a big beard on the character. I like the scar on the face. Let's go with... You know what? He's rough. He's been around the block a while. We'll make him kind of darker skin. Ooh, that's actually really cool. Let's go with... I want kind of like a dark... Ooh, the red. Classic red. Let's go. I like the hairstyle. It's kind of like a... Yeah, it looks like the Witcher man. Kind of looks like Geralt of Rivia. That... That's awesome. Ooh, that is a classic Viking haircut right there. I actually used to have hair like this. I don't have hair anymore, but I like that classic right there. Ooh, okay. Let's go black hair. I like the black hair. And then, let's see, how big can I make this guy? Let's make him huge. I want to mess with this guy. Waist size, hip size. Oh, yeah. You don't want to mess with this dude. All right. He's swole. Look at... Okay. Once you put the armor on, it definitely looks... It's pretty interesting once you see the actual armor of the character. He might be a little bit too big. Can we trim down that shape a little bit? Okay, that's a little bit better. Maybe the hip size too. All right, that looks a little bit better. Oh yeah, that is sick. That is such a cool armor. Kai is finally getting hair. No more being bald. That's right. I wish I had this hair. I could dress up as this character for Halloween or something. And then that is just... that again, that's just really cool. I love that. You've been disconnected by a GM. Why have I been disconnected by a GM? All right, that was weird. Why would a GM disconnect? I was just looking at the cosmetics. I'm coming back. Anyways, yeah. So let me know what guy, specifically what kind of class and stuff you guys want to see played as. I want to say specifically, let's go with either the sorceress class or maybe the priest. Since I haven't played... The priest is the one I haven't played the most of. But the sorceress class would be one that we could go through the actual combat and stuff like that fairly quickly. Okay. I'm assuming we just spent way too much time. We spent way too much time in character customization, so we got kicked? I don't know. That was weird. You've been disconnected by a GM. I've never seen that before. And we're back in. Okay, let's quickly do this before another GM decides to kick me out. We'll check out the customization options. I'm not going to go through all of them right here, but let's check out the different armor sets for this character. That's really cool, actually. That's super cool. Hey, that one looks a lot like the one that the Berserker, the warrior guy had. Okay, let's go with... I'm going to go with the sorceress class. I liked the armor for the sorceress class. Hands down, the black and gold is just... It's too good. Let's go with... You know what? Yeah, let's do that. But I'm going to change the hairstyle to... I'm going to go with like a blue. I like the blue one. Now we have to think of a name. Let's do Kai Sorceress. Okay, here we go. We're in the game. Let's go. Pick your character now. Let's see. Or they kicked me out, which is, yeah, I don't know. There's going to be a cool cinematic introduction. Plus, the game has really good voice acting, so I don't want to cover up too much of that as well. I'll try to increase the volume so you guys can see that.
Hey, did you hear? They say a giant serpent far larger than this ship inhabits the sea near Manheim. Oh, nonsense. It's true. I heard they launched a search ship today to track down that serpent.
Let me know if that audio sounds good for you guys.
The mast is shattered! We're being run aground! Everyone, hold fast! To the sails! What?
These things are so creepy. It's time to get into the battle. I don't know what it is, but I love like seafaring games, stuff like that. How much is the game? How heavy is it? The game is free to play. I believe it's somewhere around 25 gigabytes.
Please save me. I don't want to die.
I like the armor that we have, but I know for a fact it's gonna go away. Like in a lot of MMOs, there's a
Even more are coming. Please save me.
you know, a lot of MMOs have that. Start off looking really cool, and then you start, you know, from level 1 again. That's okay. The last one over here.
Oh, look over there.
The Void Monster. Yeah, so I've been playing the game quite a bit lately, and I have to say I've been really enjoying it. I don't know why my camera is stuck like that. That is weird. Well, as you can see, this is classic cinema. What is happening? Am I winning? I think I won. Oh, that looks so cool. Okay, I love this part. Jormungandr. I think that's how you say it. I remember seeing the trailer for this game such a long time ago, and this moment blew my mind. And yes, he is one of the very first bosses, one of the boss dungeons you get to participate in, and it's really cool. Another thing too, when you're jumping into the game, there are going to be little tips and stuff on the bottom left that you can kind of cycle through. I do recommend every once in a while kind of cycling through those because you could see a fairly decent tip, as well as these sort of cosmetics that you see on screen. These are cosmetics specifically tailored towards your class. So that's what your class could eventually end up looking like. I love this. I'm a big Viking fan, and this looks amazing. Yes, the game does, honestly, like I said, for new players, this is a really good time to jump into the game. There's a bunch of login events. The first anniversary is coming up. There's going to be a lot of stuff to do and a lot of free things as well. So we're going to go through and play a lot of the introductory quests up to a certain point. Stop the attack.
Are you all right?
You all right?
Oh, come this way. I'll give you some potions.
Thank
I
you.
was so startled to find you here.
Yeah, I love the graphics of this game.
I have no idea where you're from.
I'll show you some of the different
Here,
areas in the game that are my
take these
favorite,
potions.
specifically within Midgard, that you'll eventually end up exploring. Thank you for those potions.
Just what exactly happened? Just how did the Manheim scout ship get wrecked like that?
Let me know if the
Why
sound
are you on the
is
ship
loud
to
enough for you
begin with?
guys. I'll turn it up a bit just in
What?
case, because I want you guys to be
You
able to
don't
hear the voice
remember
acting, because the
anything.
voice acting is really good.
Oh my. I bet it's from the shock of falling overboard. Well, for now, take one of the healing potions I just gave you to recover your strength.
Thank you very much. And then it's going to teach us how to use healing potions. So we got our health back down here at the bottom, and we can claim our reward, some experience points, and some gold.
You look much better.
And we're
now.
level 2!
Why something about wanting to show his gratitude?
Okay, now we
That
got to go
list is just
find
behind me.
the
You
dude that we
should see
saved.
The makeshift infirmary right away. Just head that way.
Thank you very much. We'll head up here, find the shoreman. The shoreman's gonna be up here. Right there. You can also, I'm actually manually moving my character around, and you will get a mount pretty quickly into the game. You can click up here on the quest itself, and your character will auto path to it.
Oh, you startled me. Who, Oh, it's you! The one who saved my life!
Thank you.
If it weren't for you, all of us would have vanished at sea.
The game volume's too low. Let me know. I can always increase it.
I guess a fierce battle like
Let's
that
do that. I'm going to increase it up a little bit so you guys can hear it better.
Well, I'm in your debt. As you're the
Jay, let me
reason
know
I'm
if that
still
sounds
alive.
good for you, okay?
Here, take this. I know it's kind of old, but it should still give you some protection. Now, just put it on.
Okay, our first piece of armor. Gucci? All right, thank you, Jay. Select, thank you for our reward.
you
Hey,
look
look,
at
there's another
that?
player right there.
Clothes make the man. Well,
Laperlas.
I guess I've been keeping you here for too long. Roskva should be back at the outpost by now.
Hello,
Well
Raska.
then,
Ah, you're back. Did you talk to Shoreman?
Yes, we did.
Ah, so you are that mysterious fighter. All the soldiers are talking about how you defeated all those monsters on your own.
Yeah,
The defenders could use someone like you.
that was all me.
Oh, do you think you could help with treating some wounded soldiers? We came in such a hurry and don't have enough people. I hope you can lend a hand. If you go just down the hill, you'll see the...
Oh, sorry, I cut her off. Anyways, we're going to go heal some of these guys over here. Heal up. Vanguard, yeah, I'm glad that you're here for the live stream. If you're interested in seeing more live streams for Odin Valhalla Rising, don't forget to subscribe and follow over on Twitch as well as on our YouTube channel for Play Cacao Games. We will be doing some more variety streams in the
I
future, and
think
we're
we
hoping to
have
do some
helped
more Odin
everyone
Valhalla
now.
streams as well.
We got done
We'd
a
love
lot.
to get your
Huh?
guys' opinions and
over there.
advice on what you would like to
Please,
see in the
be
future. I
careful.
do have a much higher level character than this, so there is some content that we could check out in the future. So now we're gonna go fight, but I'm actually gonna go over here because these ones are a little bit closer. Oh. And we need to kill 6 of them. So I'm gonna turn on the auto combat. It's going to teach us this a little bit later, but you're going to have your skills down here. And if you right-click on them, it'll turn them into auto, so they'll automatically be used for you, which can be very helpful when you're
Alas,
you know
that was
going into
fast.
idle mode, or if
I
you want to
see
turn on
that the
low
rumors were true.
power mode. However, you might come across a couple of
Could you be the
instances
warrior from the Oracle?
where if you're going to go in, you're going to grind some dungeons, but you know that you're like a much higher level than the enemies in the dungeon. You don't really have to worry too much about what skills you're going to use. Maybe only activate 1 or 2 of your skills so you're not running out of mana. We're going to talk a little bit more about some of the builds and stuff like that you can go
Are
with
you all
when you're
right?
jumping into this game. We're going to wait until we get to the main city before we really dive into some of the other mechanics once some more of the user interface is unlocked for us.
You're amazing.
Thank you.
But those wretched creatures could come back anytime.
We're going
I
to
need to report
Manheim.
the situation to
I saw my mom
Manheim
last
so
night. I
that the
love the
defenders
detail that you have
can be
full
ready for
skills in the
battle.
tutorial, then you lose them
Would
because
you
your
come with
character has
me?
amnesia. Nice touch. That is kind of a nice touch. It's a way to incentivize you,
This
like to let
way.
you know, like, hey, your character is going to be this cool. Once you play through the game, you'll be this cool. And helicopters, we'll talk about the
I hope
avatar
you know how
system,
to
the
ride a horse.
cosmetics, and the weapons and
Don't
stuff
worry,
like
this
that,
one's really tame.
as well as the mounts in the game.
Manheim. That's the name of the walled city over there.
Odin Valhalla
All-Father
Rising.
Odin himself has granted this abode to us humans. Wandering adventurers, tough warriors, alluring merchants, busy blacksmiths. Isn't it great?
I like this
Now,
kind of
here we are.
cinematic sweep of the city.
Welcome to Manheim.
Welcome to Manheim. All right, this is our first major player hub. So we're probably going to start seeing some other players coming in and out of here.
Over
Most likely
here.
we're going to be seeing a lot of low-level
See?
players because this is
It
a
didn't
low-level
take that
area.
long.
You can actually see someone on the mount back there.
Now,
100%
we're
we
going
are
to see
leveling
Commander
up.
Ashlot of the Defenders of Manheim. He's probably
Okay.
furious right now.
We're gonna go
Commander
talk
Ashland
to.
should
Oh,
be
we
at
have the premium
barracks.
shop unlocked.
There's no need to get all tensed
And we got
up.
some equipment. So let's actually jump in and talk about the premium shop a little bit. Because like I said, there is a special 300-day special login reward thing that you can do right now. So I highly recommend, if you're a new player, 300 gold for this. Huge. Absolutely huge. Go and buy that right away. One of the biggest events that are happening on in the game. You can actually go and take a look at a lot of the other events that are happening too. We've got the Grace of the Thor 14-day login event that just started. We have a lot. We actually have a lot of rewards to claim. So yes, it's a good time to be a new player. You're gonna be getting a lot of good stuff. Claim all my rewards. All right, so those are all the different login events that are happening right now. We've also got the exchange missions. As you're going through and you're playing through the game, you're going to be getting these rock paper scissors tickets that you can then spend here in the against the rock paper scissors thing, and then you can exchange your tickets for rewards. And I've actually on my main account, I was able to get this within like a day. Like it was pretty quick to get these things. So I like that that's an option. The Valentine's event, this one is going to be available until March 11th. This is another exchange event where you actually get cookies. You can get a lot of good rewards to power up your character here, as well as these special cookie boxes, which will help you get special item collections to help your character and build them up and make them stronger, as well as the void summonings. And then we've also got a lot of missions happening in the game. This is something I talked about at the beginning of the live stream, like summoning avatars a certain amount, Ashland's command, as well as the warrior mission event. This is a good introductory quest thing that you can do. It'll give you a lot of good rewards. So let's go find Ashlad. We'll start getting our mount here in just a little bit. Ashlad's over here in the far corner. There's the blacksmith area too. And then do we have any other... We have a bunch of stuff that we can use. Because we're going to have the option... Ooh. I'm going to do Avatar. I can't use it yet. Not until we get to a certain part in the story. So I do want to try to get to that part fairly quickly.
Haven't found any clues.
So we can go through and break down...
We're still oblivious about
avatars
what is happening.
and everything like that,
This
and
is
how
ridiculous.
that system works.
How can we truly call ourselves the defenders of Manaheim?
I'm sorry, sir. We're doing our best to find out more, but the accounts of the witnesses are unreliable.
Here's a first-hand witness.
Well done, Roskva. You are unfamiliar to me.
But I'm a hero.
Really? Foul-smelling monsters that look like rotten wood, and a
Yep.
sea serpent larger than a ship. Your words are hard to believe, but I suppose we could look into verifying your account.
I mean, I
don't
do have
entirely
amnesia, so...
buy your claim of losing all your memory, but since you've helped Roskva at the seaside outpost, I'll let you stay.
Yeah, the voice acting, the English voice acting in this is really good.
Now, go to the consumables merchant at the town square. Buy a good number of healing potions first. Then get yourself familiar with this town while helping with the duties of the defenders.
Will do.
We'll
Okay, so I'm
pass
gonna
the goddess
kind of
statue
speed
at
things
the
up a
center
little
of
bit because I
town.
want to try to
Use
get
the
to some of
shortcut
the
icons
more,
to various shops on the
some of the other, the other content in the game, and try to speed a little bit through some of the story stuff. But I did want to show you guys at least a lot of the voice acting. So there is a good amount of voice acting in this game, and it's really good too. And there's a lot of really fun story beat moments that you're gonna participate in. I don't want to spoil anything yet, but there's one major story event that happens at the very beginning that's pretty good. Like, it's a pretty intense story. Okay, let's buy maximum. Always go maximum when you're buying the health potions in whichever area that you're in. You can also buy some basic equipment for your character here, just in case, your enhancements may break or something like that on accident. This is another good place to buy food for your character. It's always good to have food on your character to make sure you get those constant buffs, as well as teleport scrolls, and we'll talk a little bit about that in just a little bit, as well as the Mimirsbrunner, I don't know if I'm saying that, Mimirsbrunner water vials. However, you are going to be getting a lot of these just by playing through the game, so I wouldn't worry too much about buying these right now.
You can
Thank
never
you.
have enough healing potions.
Friends unlocked. We
Be
just
sure
unlocked
to
some
keep a good
friends.
stock
Yes,
of
and
it
this
at
game
all
is
times
better
as well.
playing with friends. I've been playing with my coworkers, and it's
Just
been an
follow the
absolute
path past the
blast
city gate,
running
and
around and
you'll
playing
see
this game
Egg.
together. Okay, we're gonna go. We're gonna find Eggo. Actually, before we do that, I do want to show you some of the other stuff in this town area. You've got the storage here. One thing that's important about the storage is the storage is actually shared between all of your characters. So if you happen to jump in and you're trying to level up, you know, you get your first main character, you level them up really, really fast by picking a, you know, an archmage, or the, you know, or like the axe or something like that. You get a lot of really good equipment and items and stuff that can help out another character. Don't just immediately get rid of those things. Put them into storage, because if you start a new character, you're gonna have a leg up on that new character, which is really, really nice. Yeah, everything's obtainable for free. Yeah, you pay to speed things up. That's about it. I've been playing this game free to play as well.
Who
I've been
are
really
you?
enjoying it, and it's
I'm
it's a
kind
really
of
fun game.
in a conundrum right now.
Okay, we're gonna skip some of this main story stuff because I want to
I
get
suppose
to.
I can. They're like my own babies.
We're gonna
Please
fight some sheep while we're at it. Gonna take these sheep down. I missed what he was gonna say in the story, but clearly he's not happy with his sheep right now. So while we're actually going through, and we're gonna start another combat stage here in just a second. But the main combat loop that you're gonna find in this game is there is auto combat like this as you're running through, but you're going to get to a point in this game where auto
see the
combat's
bigger
not gonna
ones
cut
too?
it anymore.
The spotted
You
ones,
will
yes.
have to take over,
Please.
or else your character
should
will just
be
die in
around the
auto combat.
plains.
And I love that. I think
You'll
that's a
find
really,
them
really good
easily.
way to do it. Okay, we're gonna defeat some splotted sheep. Now, while he's doing that, let's actually talk about some of the other systems in the game. We got the item collection system, which is hands down probably the most important progression system in the entire game. So a really good recommendation for any class, it doesn't matter which class it is to build on two stats. First is accuracy, and the other is MP regeneration. If you're playing as the sorceress character, you're definitely going to want MP regeneration as quickly as possible. Accuracy is another huge one. There's going to be moments in the story quest where the enemies are going to get really, really strong. And if you don't have good accuracy, you're not going to hit them. And I'll talk about that in just a second. But as you're going through and you're playing through the main story, you're fighting bosses, you're doing grinding, stuff like that, you're going to get a lot of these item drops. And these item drops, as you collect them and you apply them into your item collection, it will destroy the item, but it'll imprint it in here, and it'll give you this as a permanent stat. And that's a permanent stat across the board for all the characters. So if you start a new character, it's going to get all the item collection stuff that you've already been working on. So yeah, we've got attack, we got defense buffs. You can also go into the filter settings, which is what I recommend. Go into here and look for, you want MP regeneration, if I can find it. MP regeneration is in here somewhere. There's HP regeneration. But yeah, anyways, you just look for MP regeneration. Apparently I'm blind and I can't even see where it's at. Can I seriously not find MP regeneration? Oh, wait a minute. I think it's actually in this one. MP regenerate. There it is. It's on the attack. So you can go ahead and hit there. And then you'll be able to see what items will give you MP regeneration. There's a lot more than just these two in the game. So that's actually a really good way to focus on building up
I
your
guess
character.
that's enough.
So MP
I don't know
regeneration
who
and
you are or
accuracy
where
are
you're from.
probably the two most
I've prepared a
important
perfect
stats
gift for
you're going to
you.
want to try to
I'm
build
sure
up
you'll-
early. One way you can kind of go in and take a look at your characters and their details. This is something that I highly recommend. So for example, accuracy, if I click on this, it'll give me a breakdown of the accuracy of my character. So my accuracy right now is 15, and it'll say right here, current accuracy against a monster of the same level as you is 72%. So go in there, take a look at what these different, what the different information means. Accuracy and MP regeneration are really, really good ones to focus on early game to help your character
You're
progress.
back. Right, your gift.
And we got our first
Now
mount, which
go
is
ahead
just
and
a
equip him.
cute little horse. And it's going to teach us all about mounts in the game. Mounts. Equip this mount. And now we've got our very
Simple,
first
right?
mount. And we're going to get a
My
flying
son
mount in a
should
little
be
bit too.
You should see him once you get close to the
Okay, let's go talk to Thialfi. Now we're going over to Thialfi. Let me go back into the mount section and talk a little bit about how mounts work. So the mounts that you're gonna collect in this game, each of these different mounts does have different stats associated with them. So you're gonna want to pay attention to what specific mount that you have equipped. However, let's say for example you've got just a basic battle steed white horse equipped, but you also have your cute frightened no, that's a flying mount. Let's go with the ferocious wolf. That's like your favorite looking mount. You can actually equip this mount and then go over to skins and then equip the skin of the other mount. So you can still get the stat bonuses of the specific mount or your best mount that you have, but then you can have the skin of your favorite mount. You've also, as you go through and you collect more and more of these mounts, you're going to get mount collection bonuses. And then if you get duplicates of mounts, you can actually fuse them together for higher rarity mounts too. So, yeah. All right, we're going to talk to this guy who lost his, I think it's like a duck? His little toy.
Really?
The toy horse.
You get it for me?
Of course we'll get your toy horse for you. Now, the avatar system in the game works very similar to the mount system as well. Once we actually get to that part, we'll do some summons for mounts and see if we can't get something good.
Yes, that's the one. Oh,
There is a
such
difference
good
though
swimmer.
with how the avatars work compared to how the mounts work. I know someone was talking about how the avatars function. Essentially, is like a free swap system that
thank
allows you to
very
swap between your
much for
subclasses.
saving my- Listen,
But you do want to make
I'll
sure
tell
that you're
you a little
not
secret since you
um,
didn't hear it
that you may
from
not be
me.
using the
Got
best
it?
avatar that you have.
Promise?
Let's go find Brooke. And now we've got our mount. It just gets auto-equipped. It jumps in. And there are some absolutely wild mounts in this game. I'll go to the mount section and show you guys. Like, look at that. That looks so good. Slipnir. Dreki. Garm. So these are the legendary mounts. But you've also got your epic mounts too. The Mammoth. The Buccaneer. The Lefant. My personal favorite is Krar. Just an alligator mount I just think is just really cool. Look at that guy. And then you've got the moose mount. You got the wolf. Yeah, just a bunch of them. You've also got a bunch of flying mounts too. Personally, this is what I use for my flying mount. I just think it looks really cute. And then you got some really cool. Yeah, this is the one that I really want, the Laudre mount. It looks amazing. It looks so good. Or the whale one, Hiver. Yeah. Especially this one right here. That looks so cool. And the shark one. I want the shark one so bad. It looks amazing. Anyways, yeah, so tons of really cool mounts in this game.
What?
We're actually going to get our flying mount one right now. Hey, Havoc, thank you so much for stopping by in the live stream, and we'll catch you up on the next one.
Now, you need...
Now, we're going to jump off this ledge over here and use our flying mount. And it also gives us... Oh, helicopters, I'm glad that you're still here.
Reliable wings. It's time to look for promising prey. You climb up the ladder of that structure and get to the gliding platform. Press the jump button in front of the ladder to hang on to it. Then use the up arrow to move.
Okay, you ready for this?
Well done. You're such a good student. Now it's time for a boar hunt. Just make
I mean,
sure
that's
you
not
don't
that.
get
It wasn't
impaled
very
by
high
their
up. We're gonna go to
tusks.
higher areas
Trust
in the
me,
game, and I'll
it's
show you
not
guys,
fun.
you know, better gliding than what was happening just barely there. Let's talk about the equipment system in the game. So when you're going through and you're collecting a bunch of your different equipments, there's gonna be lots of different types of equipments dropped across the board for your character to equip. But pay attention to what you have equipped to your character. For example, this emu beak helmet. Once I get it to +6 through the enhancement system, it'll give me bonus to my accuracy. This one gives a bonus to dodge, bonus to attack speed, bonus to movement speed. So you do want to pay attention to essentially what kind of bonuses you're going to get through the items that you have. You've also got these epaulets, insignias, armlets, these special accessories down here on the right, and then your accessories up here on the top as well. They can all be enhanced across the board. I don't know if I have the resources. I do have the resources. So let's go ahead and just enhance this weapon. Now, all weapons, I believe all weapons, you can enhance up to +5 completely without risk. But once you try to push beyond +5, there is a chance that your weapon may end up breaking. So if you are somebody that has like a couple of rare weapons and stuff, don't just automatically start just trying to enhance them. Enhance duplicates. So it's better to have like a duplicate that you can safely rely on, that you will still have in your,
You're pretty good at this.
you know, in your
Still,
inventory,
keep in mind that there should
without
be some
breaking it.
mud
Because I've actually done that before,
there,
where
Baker, with
my weapon
glorious
broke
manes.
for a character,
Their
and I had to go
fur's
back
quite-
down and buy just a really cheap weapon, and that significantly slowed down the overall DPS that my character could do. So. I tried to Junkyard. I tried to install this, but it wouldn't let me change the install drive, so I couldn't install. It's available on PC and mobile. I don't know if that's. I'm assuming that's PC. Maybe you could download it on mobile and play on there. Okay, we're getting really close. I'm gonna start speeding a little bit quicker through a lot of this. We gotta go kill some steel boar tusk. And I want to give you guys a little bit of a tip right here. When you're first kind of jumping into the game, I think I've got a few of these. Let me see if I've got them in my bag. Actually, no, I don't want to take party dungeons. Actually, this is a really good time to use this. Look at that. I actually got a mount. We got a rare mount. Are we gonna? Let's see. What are we gonna get? I love summoning for mounts. Okay, here we go. Oh, we got a glider mount. Cool. We got XP scrolls. We're going to go ahead and use one of those. Give us XP bonuses. And then this is a scroll chest. Now, I have a side quest that introduces this, but there is a set quick slot option down here. And I usually prefer to set my food down in the quick slots to make sure that they're constantly activated. But you could also do the same thing with your experience or your weapon ones too. Drop them down here, close that, and then what you do is you right-click on them, and then it'll turn them into auto. They'll automatically be used, which is really good, especially if you decide to go into idle mode.
That's what I'm talking about. Bring them.
Level 8.
Good, good.
Good. Let's go find Brooke. Now, I don't have any of these items right now, but you do get these teleport scrolls that you can use to basically target certain locations, and then you'll be able to teleport back to those locations whenever you want. If you don't want to use those, if you don't want to use up those scrolls, that's totally fine. You can go into the map and you can teleport to basically any location that you want to. But there may be certain locations that you want to go to. Like, for example, I teleport back to town, but now I've got to walk all the way over to Ashlad. You can set a point to teleport with the blessed teleportation scrolls to basically teleport right in front of Ashland. So, yeah, really good. I don't have any right now that I can use.
Oh, it's you.
Yes.
Are you settling in
Thank
all
you,
right in
Ashland. I am.
Manheim? How come you're delivering? Svadil is the best builder in Manheim, and his work.
Svadi. Let's go talk to Svadi. Let me equip this. Go back to my equipment, and we're going to equip that as well. Do I have anything? Oh, I have a bunch of food I can use right here. That's good. I want to. What's the one I don't have quick slotted? There's this one right here. Let's quick slot that. Okay. I think I've got everything that looks pretty good that I want to use right now. And I've actually already gotten a few of these sweet cookies for the exchange event. We're going to learn about skill books right here.
Izzy, do you see these walls?
Yes.
I need more time.
We're going to go gather material for this guy. We're going to buy skill books, and we'll talk a little bit about skill books once we actually get to that point. Because you don't want to mess up on your skill books either. That's another really important aspect to upgrading your character. Okay. Thank you.
Bring it here, old.
and
Make sure not to drop that stone.
we're coming. Dude, this guy is mad at me. I'm doing you a favor.
All right. Not
He's
bad.
very impatient.
Better than I thought. Now, this skill book is something that...
And we got our next skill in the game. Under here, skill book. We're going to go ahead and use that. Go into our skill menu. And then these are all the different skills that we have in the game. And exit. And now we have a new skill. Drag down. Okay. Thank you
Seriously.
very much.
I I need more time.
Now, you will get new skills every 5 levels. So the next skill I'll get will be at 10, and then 15, 20, 25 from there. And where you actually get these skills, you will get them from the skill book merchant in the main cities, in the main player hubs. Now, I do want to give you guys a little bit of a warning because the prices for those skill books will increase as you buy higher and higher level ones. So you don't want to just go about and spend your gold left and right like crazy. You want to save your gold for important upgrades like skill books.
How are you liking Nanaheim so far? Unbelievable. Atlas should be at the town square.
Fine, Atla. This is the skill book merchant that we're going to go talk to here in just a second. Another merchant that's really important, and it doesn't really discuss it in the early stages.
What do you need?
Buy that. Thank you. And now we have our next
Hi there.
skill book.
Have you heard of avatars? Just equipping one?
Go ahead and use that. And then you'll also get these items right here. These common skill manuals. Now, these are specific to certain classes, and as you're playing through the game, you will get those skill manuals for other classes. So don't just get rid of those. Put those in your inventory, like your shared storage, because you'll be able to use those on your other characters. And there we go. Success. There we go. Fireball, level 2. Another really important tip that I want to let you guys know is, and you'll want to kind of pay attention to this as you're playing through the early stages. You might need to go through when you're higher level and do some idle grinding and stuff for this. But there are passive skill books. You don't buy them from the skill book merchant.
Wasn't that
You will
long
find them
ago.
as drops out in the world. And the easiest way to kind of figure out where you want to find certain items. So I'll give you guys an example right here in just a second. We got to go find
Maybe he's
a
at
guy
the
with
makeshift
avatars, Plumkey. So he's a little bit far away, so I'm going to let my character run there. But if we go into the item collection, and this works for skill books, works for armor, anything like that. If there's something specific that you're looking for example, let's say you're looking for this amateur bow, it'll show you the sources of where you can find that item. Town quests, dungeons, Battle for Valhalla, relics, void summons, or killing monsters. If I click on killing monsters, it'll show me what specific area that I can go to have the opportunity, like for that to drop. So if I go click on the Asker community right here, this is behind the Manaheim, and you'll actually see the drops that can drop from that location. So if I were to fast travel there and fight monsters in this location, there's a chance it'll drop a amateur bow, a wand of faith, the unremarkable, is that what it's called? Unremarkable axe and shield, Midgard void summoning. Yeah, so you can kind of go through and figure out where you need to go and grind for certain items.
Ahem.
The
What
bosses
brings
have
you here,
similar
Lanky?
things as well. You can
Ahem.
see what items
Yes.
bosses will drop.
Ahem. Look for those throwing.
So let's go kill these guys right here. The goblins. We can actually go in here. This is where we are right here. And you can, make your character auto move to a certain location. You can click on something, you can fast travel. But if you click on these specific points of interest, it will also give you an idea of what items those characters will drop within this area as well. So we're gonna keep battling. Once we actually complete this guy's, he has, I think, 2 more quests after this one, and we'll get our avatars, and we'll jump in and talk about avatars.
Take down the ones
And then
with
I want to show
axes.
you guys some
I'm
of the fun
sure they
locations
took
in the game itself. We'll talk about boss battles. We'll take over a little bit more with some manual control, because there's a lot of really fun stuff you can do in this game away from just the main quest line itself. We got to collect our avatar blueprints. Hello, thank you, Prosperity. Welcome to the live stream. Glad you stopped by and said hi in chat. I actually don't, Cicada, I don't know who that is, so I apologize. But I did customize her to look that way, and my favorite color is like a blue, so that's why her hair looks like that. So if you're wondering why the character looks like that, that's where you go. Also pay attention to if you are just on auto combat and not auto questing like this. If you're on auto combat, your character is just going to attack its general area. You want to make sure, especially if there's items that you need to collect from certain mobs, make sure that you're clicking on this, make sure that you're attacking the right mobs. There are going to be little icons above their heads, and sometimes you may even come across mobs where there are higher level enemies around them that will aggro against you and will attack you. So you'll want to be careful when you're going through some of the quest lines that you're not just like attacking these enemies and not paying attention, because you might end up drawing some other more powerful enemy towards you that'll start attacking you while you're trying to defeat somebody else. So. Okay, this is the last one that we need to get. We need to get it from these guys. What are they called? The Horned Helm Goblins. Using our fireballs and our ice abilities. So, we're probably not going to get to this part in the questing. You'll notice that there is a birch tree next to me right there, and this icon that pops up here down in the center. That is telling me that I can actually go over and I can gather the materials here. There is a full crafting system in this game, and there's a lot of really good items that you can craft yourself, which will probably be a lot easier than just trying to get lucky through like a dungeon drop or a bot or an enemy drop. Especially it helps with item collecting. There may be items that you can craft. That you can craft, and you can add them to your item collection because your character doesn't need it, or it's for like a different class. But you don't want to try to wait until some random mob drops it. You can go through and you can craft it yourself.
Looks like you got every. Hey, Lanky!
So if you are playing through the main story quest, and you do see some of these options where you can, gather materials around you, you can see like a lot of trees, a lot of stones, or a lot of flaxseed. Maybe take like 10 seconds to go gather those things real quick, because it'll make things so much easier on you, so you don't have to backtrack as much. You can kind of gather a lot of those materials as you're playing through the game. And unfortunately, we're probably not going to get to the crafting option right here. We have the feats section. This is the basically the achievements and stuff that you can get. It gives you a lot of rewards. And I did talk about how when you're going through the game and you're collecting a lot of the treasure chests, there are feats associated with the treasure chests that will give you even more rewards on top of that. So, okay, I think that is the last quest that we need to do, and then Plumpy is going to let us choose our first avatar. Now, this is essentially going to set you up for your subclass, but don't feel like you're stuck with that specific subclass. So we're going to go with let's go with Archmage. Let's go with the Archmage. And essentially, we've summoned a common version, Elemental Apprentice Adventurer.
Ahem! Excellent choice.
Excellent choice. Thank you very much. Oh, that's not what I wanted. So we can now go into here, and we have the avatar section unlocked. And we can now equip that avatar. So when you're going through and you're playing through the game and you're using our summoning tickets, actually, let's do that right now. Let's go to my summoning tickets. They should be ready for us to use. Yeah. Let's see if we can't get lucky, maybe with an uncommon. We got a couple of different uncommons. So these are all different versions of both the Archmage and the Dark Mage. So if we head back over to the avatar section, and you'll see now we have a couple of different options. Now, depending on what avatar we have selected, it will give us different stats right here. I usually recommend you go for whatever is the highest rarity avatar that you have equipped. So this one right here is specifically an Archmage one, but this one is a Dark Wizard. And so you can see I have 2 uncommon Dark Wizard ones, and I have 2 Archmage ones. However, it looks like this one has slightly better stats on attack speed, so I'm going to equip that one. But maybe I don't like the look of this cosmetic. I can go into the skin section, and I can equip any of these skins to make my character look that way. Let's see, any of these. Let's go with kind of like this one. Let's apply that one. And then we've also got the collection effect. So we have plus 2% attack speed, plus 1% critical strike damage.
Ahem! What a perfect fit!
And we can equip
such a masterpiece.
So I do want to give you guys a little bit of a warning, and be extra careful when it comes to the avatar system. Because even though you may have, let's say we went for the Dark Wizard instead of the Archmage, this Dark Wizard right here has 15% attack speed. That actually might be better. Stat-wise, overall, this Dark Warden is better than my Elemental Sentry right here. But this is where you want to be extra careful. So if I go ahead and equip this, okay, it gave me increased combat power because this is an overall better, a better class for me to use. But my skill books are going to be different. So if I go into my skill book section right here, these are so I have a couple of the dark ones already, which is nice. But if I go through and I buy some of these other ones as I level up, and then I decide I get a better avatar that's for the Archmage and I swap over, I'm not going to have these skills available. I'm going to have to go buy those skills. The other thing that you want to pay attention to is the weapon that your character has. So right now I have this dagger or entry level wand equipped. But if I were to swap over to the Archmage, it's going to use this one, which I've actually already gotten to +5. And so if you have better items and better spell books or skill books for one of your classes, even if the avatar that you have equipped has better stats there, you might not get the most out of it. So let's edit, autofill. Okay. We actually got a better dark wizard, so I'm going to go with that one. Okay, we're going to go and actually explore a little bit. I want to see if there's anything else. I didn't check my mail, my inventory, or the inbox, see if I got anything good. Account mail. 1 million gold, thank you very much. And a bunch of other sweet stuff. Let's go. Let's do a quick summon for avatars. Maybe we'll get lucky. We got a couple of uncommons. And perhaps we got a better Archmage. Because I could always go back to playing as an Archmage. Right now I'm playing as the Dark Wizard. Go over here. Let's go to my avatars. And let's see if I actually have a better... Let's see. I don't think so. I do have a slightly better Blessed Dark Captain right here. So let's go ahead. Let's equip this one. And I actually really like the outfit. So I'm going to put that outfit on. Is that the right one? I think that was, right? Yeah, let's do that. I like the dark blue right there. The blue skin is really good. And then I've got a few duplicates right here. I can go ahead and I can auto-fuse these together. And look at that. I actually got a new avatar. Is it better than what I had before? It doesn't look like it. That's an elemental scout. This one's probably going to be better, but I at least got a new skin. So there's a bunch of different... I like the variety that even if you don't, if you get a avatar that doesn't necessarily have stronger stats, you're basically unlocking a free skin. So, and you can do the same thing with the mount system. So which mount would be better? This one has higher movement speed. Let's equip my moose. And obviously equip this mount to give those stat bonuses, which is nice. We'll do a quick fusion. We got an owl. And then, to be honest, I like the moose, so I'm just going to keep the moose as my current... And I'm attacking things. I apologize. I did not mean to kill that thing. Okay, we're going to go and actually explore the region a little bit. There's a couple of really fun locations we can go to. Let's open up the map. And I'm going to head back to town. I'll show you guys... I'm going to show you where 3 hidden treasure chests are that are pretty difficult to find if you're not using the guides. A lot of the treasure chests, as you're just playing through the world, you'll see naturally. There's one like right by a teleport. How high can you get? That's a good question. One thing I do like, let's see if I can actually do it right here. You can basically climb on anything. I don't have to go all the way to that ladder. Let's go all the way up here. All right, so you are going to get a quest that's going to bring you over to this section, and it's going to take you up to this gliding path right here. It's going to teach you a little bit about gliding. So you can glide off of this. It's really fun. Oh, I don't want to do it right now. Not yet. But look at that. There is actually a hidden treasure chest back here. So don't forget to grab those treasure chests. And that was a mount summoning ticket. I actually don't think I can go higher than this. This might be one of the higher locations in the game. Yeah, I don't think I can get any higher. So let's do... let's see. I'm trying to think where another treasure chest is. I know there's a treasure chest over there. I believe there's one over in this location. Let's glide. Look at that! So you can glide. Look, I'm not doing anything. My character is literally just gliding. But if you press down, you can go down faster. If you press back, so yeah. Anyways, and if I press, I think it's space, you go down really fast, or you can press F and you can jump off your mount. So we got to be extra careful. These are all red named enemies, So if they attack me, there's a good chance they're going to deal quite a bit of damage. I believe there should be a treasure chest. It might be up on that hill. Let's go to one other location that I know for a fact there's a treasure chest. Let's go to the Waterfall Hills. And this will be our opportunity to see our very first boss fight. As you're playing through the game, this is one of the very first bosses you're going to encounter. There might be enemies, or there might be players over here that might help me fight the boss. I'll have to see if the boss has even spawned. Which there is the option, if you click down here, there's like a little calendar. Click on that and it'll show you... Oh, okay, she is there. You can see when the bosses are going to spawn, which is really, really important for when you start doing boss farming. Look at that. There's another character over here. Okay, before I fight, hopefully they'll help me out. Come all the way back here. Climb up here. And look at that. Next to the waterfall, there's another hidden treasure chest. Was that another... What was that? Was that another player? They must have teleported out of here. And that was an avatar summoning ticket. You know what? We're going to come back to this boss in just a bit. I want to show you guys one other location. See if I can remember where it's at. Okay. Cultist Compound. Let's fast travel here. Now, this is one of the later stages in this area. The enemies here are going to be fairly difficult for me. I will probably die if I try to fight them. But there are 2 chest locations, and my favorite chest location is over here too. I'm going to show you this first one, and then I'll show you the second one in just a second. So come around this way. A little bit of an invisible wall right here. Oh my gosh. I'm stuck. Why am I stuck? Am I climbing? I'm literally climbing. Stop climbing the building. You know what? Let me go back this way. I think we have to go through the village. And there is a treasure chest right there. Okay, so there's another one. I think this is a weapon. Yep, hidden weapon chest. That's going to give us the common to uncommon weapon skin. Now, the weapon skin doesn't come until much later in the story, so I can't show you guys it right now. Jump off there. But I can show you at least one more. Let me take a look at the map real quick, make sure I'm going the right way. Yes. Okay, this one really surprised me. I would have never guessed that there was a hidden treasure chest over here unless I looked at the guides. Which goes to show like how open world this is, okay? Also, look at that. Look at the flaming tree and the cultists. Okay. Let's glide all the way over here and get away from the evil cultists. Look at the beautiful view. Look at that. The waterfalls in the background. Manaheim. And all the way over here, hidden on this tiny little island, is another weapon chest. Hello, weapon chest. You can see boats in the distance. Just really cool looking. That one really surprised me. I had no idea that was there for the longest time. There is another one. I think there's one right here, which also I do want to show you guys this. This is like obviously the introduction area, but it has some of my favorite views in this game. I'm a sucker for like snow locations and like green forest locations. This is one of the first treasure chests you're going to come across. There's another one in a cave nearby. Honestly, I could probably find all of them here in just a minute. But just look at that. I don't know. I love this view right here. The waterfalls and the statues in the distance. Yeah. And while we're here, we might as well.
Greetings.
Greetings. Hello, everybody. And if I wanted to, I could take a moment to just sit down, relax, and enjoy the beautiful view. That is until you decide to go fight monsters and you see some of the really scary stuff in this world, some of the bosses and monsters that you can fight. But yeah. This is just, it's a really good looking game. And I don't even think I'm running this on like the full settings either. And you can see Yggdrasil. So one thing that's really cool when you're playing through the main game and stuff is every time you go to like a different location, you can always find Yggdrasil, the world tree. There it is right there. You'll find it in the next location, which is Jotunheim, and then Nidavellir is the next one. And I'm sure some of you guys probably recognize the name Nidavellir if you've watched popular movies recently. But I do want to go to one other place. This one. Wait, is that the one I want to go to? No, this is what I want to go to. Oh, I can't. Can I not fast travel over here yet? I can fast travel to the Sea Serpent's Lair. This is one of the last areas that you're going to go to in the game. And that's one of the world dungeons. Now, I don't have dungeons unlocked as of right now. They're super, super important in this game. But I do want to show you at least one more treasure chest that I think a lot of people miss unless you're using the guide. Climb up here. Again, I love the fact that you can basically climb on anything in this game. And there's some really, really hidden treasure chests. Go all the way up here and look at that. There's a hidden treasure chest up here. Hello. While we're here, we can look out at the decrepit looking ash barren world that is over here compared to like the green luscious area of Midgard. Okay, so let's actually, what I want to do now is I want to show you guys a few of the bosses because there's some really fun bosses in this game. Let's go back to the matriarch. We can go ahead and just fast travel to her. Now the bosses, one of the most important things when it comes to the bosses in this game is boss farming. Specifically, a lot of the bosses have their own sets of equipment. So the matriarch has one, if I can remember exactly what it's called. I know Groa is another boss that's an early game boss you'll come across. Let's see if I can remember what hers is called. There's the one for Groa's Harrowing Despair. All of these items right here are only dropped by Groa. And then let's see if I can find... I don't know if I'm going to find hers. But yeah, there's a lot. There's a lot that you can collect here too. But yes, the matriarch does drop... Oh, she's not even here right now. They must have killed her. Let's see. Yep, they just barely killed her. Let's go to Larod. Larod. Oh, he's a fun one too. Hopefully there's other players there. Because if there's not other players, we're probably going to get absolutely destroyed. Also, this location looks really cool too. Look at this. Absolutely terrifying. Okay, let's see. Is Larod still here? Okay, there he is. Larod is still there. I guarantee you I'm not going to be able to kill this guy. I will 100% die if I try to fight him. Maybe another player will come by in just a second. Let me go... There is another hidden treasure chest over here. I know where all the hidden treasure chests are. I can find them so easily at this point. We could go through and actually use some of these and see if we can't get lucky. Let's go over here real quick. I'll wait and see if like any other players come by in just a second. If not, I'll try to fight him, but I will probably die. He's going to be too strong for me. But I do have a few of these that I can use. Maybe we'll get lucky, get some uncommons. These are only uncommon summonable tickets anyways. But even if you get these uncommon, or the commons and uncommons, you can fuse them and get other ones too, so. Nice. Okay. Let's go. Avatar. Do I have it? I have enough to do a quick fusion. And that is an Archmage, but it's not my best. I think that's actually a duplicate Archmage. It is. Okay. All right. I don't know if any other players are going to show up. And I do actually have a few item collection stuff. I do. Let's go ahead and put that one there. Nice. We got our very first item collection. Okay, let's fight the boss, and he will probably kill me. Well, I'm probably gonna get one shot. Oh. Don't worry, I have a lot of potions. Oh, let's move. Okay. If I was a lot stronger, I could probably just auto-comp. Okay, I just got polymorphed. Dodge. Move. Move. If I let... Oh, there's another person. Sir, please help me. Yes, sir. Oh, no, watch out. We're gonna do this. Wait, is that Helicoptrix? We're gonna try to take down this boss. As you can see, I'm missing a lot because this boss is a much higher level than me, and my accuracy is not high enough to be able to take this boss on. Now, if you're not careful as you play through and you're fighting these bosses, they will eventually get into these enraged modes where they basically deal a lot more damage to you. They're basically a lot harder to kill. If I was a lot higher level, I could just auto battle this. But this is actually... I am barely doing any damage. Luckily, whoever's with me right now is just a tank. We're doing this. We're working together. I'm doing DPS. They're working as the tank. Look, they just got aggroed. Oh, no. Dodge. Ooh, I got... Oh, no. Okay. I just got silenced. I was a little bit slow on that. Okay. I have aggroed him. No. Okay. I'm gonna kind of back off a second because I need to heal up. Also, with these potions, you can actually set what... Oh, no! Yep, I died. It's fine. It's okay. Which brings us to death in this game. When you die, there will be a little bit of a symbol up here at the top left. Click on that and you'll be able to restore the experience points that you lost. You can do this up to 3 times for free a day. After that, you do need to spend just basic in-game gold to get it. But honestly, it's really not that big of a deal. You'll have plenty of gold, but you'll probably want to save a lot of that gold, you know, for skill book merchants. Let's see, can we actually get this one? Can we use it? I have to be level 25. Archmage, Dark Wizard. Oh, we're already the Dark Wizard, so this one. Yes, I can get this one. 100,000. This one's 200,000, 500, 1 million, and then it gets up to like 5 million, 10 million. So yeah, it gets up there a lot. The rod killed you. Oh no, but hey, thanks for jumping in and helping at least. And I got a new ability. The Toxic Swamp ability. Nice. Cool. Very, very cool. Go my skill books. Edit skill slots, autofill. Make sure I have that included. And then one of the other really important merchants in this game, which leads me to another, like, one of my bigger tips that I would recommend you guys do, is join a guild as soon as you can and be active in that guild, because you'll receive certain tokens that you can then go to the exchange merchant and you can get a lot of really good stuff. Now, the first one, these medals, this is from completing feats. So just by simply playing through the game, you'll unlock feats, which you can use for these. I recommend you just save them up for the summoning tickets. Don't worry about the ore wood and flaxweed. You can get those just by gathering very easily. Combat tokens, these come from defeating certain, I think they're called invaders, these world bosses that come about. They're very tough. You need a lot of people to jump in and fight them, but you'll get those. You'll be able to exchange for these materials, which a lot of these are for more intricate character building, which I won't be able to get to in this live stream. But the one that I specifically want to talk to is the guild coins. So I do highly recommend that you join a guild as soon as you can. Be active in that guild because you'll get guild coins pretty easily. And one of the best things that you can spend those guild coins on are these hourglasses for Void Ruins, the underground, the Dwarven Secret Path, and the underground prison. For me personally, I recommend spending it on the Void Ruins. That's the dungeon that gives you a lot of experience in gold. That one's very, very useful. So I do highly recommend you actually jump in and do that one. Okay, let's see if there's any other bosses. Let's go to Tengenjuster. He's a really, really cool looking boss. And usually there is some people that are fighting him. You'll find a lot of players kind of AFKing near a lot of these bosses. That way they can get their drops for their for those item collections. Look at that. There's actually people fighting right now. Let's go. Oh, I'm too late. I'm too late, but they killed him. But if I would have gotten a hit on him, there's a chance I could have gotten a drop. Let's take a look. I was a little bit late on that one. What's the next one that's going to spawn? Let's go to Groa. Groa is another really popular early game boss to farm for a lot of her items that she drops. Plus, she's not super difficult, and she's one of the very first bosses you're going to encounter through the main storyline as well. And her storyline is, it's how do I put this? It's really good, but not in a happy way, if that makes sense. So, okay, I'm gonna stay right here. It's a very brutal story. So. Okay, hold on. I'm gonna go real quick. And I'm just going to lower my background music a little bit. Might be a little loud. Also, I don't even know what server I created this character on. I thought I was on Asgard 01, but I don't think I am. Do I have any rewards I can get? I already have a few mission things. Warrior mission event. Oh, look at that! We just got another. Oh, there's the boss. Let's go. There's Groa. Again, I'm going to be missing so many. And look at that. I'm getting petrified. I'm too low of a level to really fight a character like this. She's just going to constantly petrify me. But if I can at least stay live long enough. There we go. An anonymous hero finished off Groa. Now, there's a chance I actually got a drop from that. Let's see if I got anything. I don't think I did. Nope, I don't think I was lucky enough to get it. But I did get an 11 times summoning ticket. Let's go. A couple of new uncommons. Maybe we got the avatar that we've been looking for. We did. We finally got the Archmage. Should be same stats across the board for these two. But we got to make sure that we have the right equipment. Oh, see? All right, I talked about this before. This was only for Sorceress only, and I accidentally used my equipment in the item collections thing. So I don't actually have it. So even though this avatar has the same power levels and stuff as the other one I was using, this one gets rid of the weapon that I had equipped. So if we actually go back to avatar, and let's go ahead and equip the Dark Wizard, and my combat power will increase. So there we go. Now that I've got that wand, let's find out. The matriarch looks like she might be alive. Let's go to the matriarch. Did I have enough to fuse mounts? I see something. Oh, it's just talking about the collection effect. Okay. We're good. We're good. I thought I had something I could fuse, but I don't. I have a few feats I can complete. Ooh, another tip I want to give you guys when you're playing through this game is if you ever reach a point in the main story quest where you feel like it's too difficult, you're having a hard time beating bosses, like there are some really tough, super, super fun bosses that you're going to fight. You won't be able to auto combat. You will actually have to take over, really focus on taking these bosses out. If you get to that point where it's kind of difficult, one of the things that you can do is you can go into the quest page right here, and you can go to the side quests. Go ahead and just complete a couple of these side quests. Look at this. This is going to give me 10% experience points for completing these. This one, let's see, any of these ones won't show me until I actually complete them. This one will give me 113. So side quests is another really effective way that we can go through and actually get some of these. So we actually need to add an item to our quick slot for one of these quests, which we've already done. Close. Oh, it's gonna make me actually add an item to the quick slot. Let's go to quick slot. Let's just remove that, and then we'll add it back. Okay. There we go. Look at that. 10% experience bump right there. And I just leveled up. Level 11. So yeah. I think that's kind of the last thing that I wanted to show you guys. We kind of went through and explored a lot of the different regions in this area. Showed you guys. I like this raining area. There's like some really amazing snow places you can go to in later stages. The fire ash area of the later stages here in Midgard. Oh, we can enhance our skills, which we actually already enhanced our skills, so I'm not sure. Look at that. Look, we're getting all sorts of experience bonuses too. Do keep in mind those experience bonuses that you get, they are a flat number, and the percentage that it's telling you is the overall percentage that number equals to how much you need them. So before it was like 10%. But since I leveled up to level 11, it became 8% because, yeah. And I just got stunned. We're going to get absolutely destroyed. Does this mean Helicoptrix? I think it is. Let's go. Okay. Oh no, I got aggroed. Watch out for her front attack. Her front attack does a lot of damage. And it'll probably one-shot me if I'm not paying attention. I like that swamp ability. She's surprisingly strong. If we had other players here, we could probably. You know what? There's a chance we might be able to take her down if we're both. Helicoptrix, you're with me. Let's do this. Let's end the live stream by taking out the matriarch. I am missing so much. She's a way higher level than my character is, so that's why I'm missing a bunch. Some of the best ways to increase your accuracy is obviously leveling up, but item collection as well. Which is really like if you're just no, I wasn't paying attention. No. Great, now I'm burned. Yeah. No. Helicoptrix, no, why? It's over. It's over. I lost my tank. They're gonna respawn back at town. Helicoptrix, if you quickly fast travel to me, there's a chance we can do this. And here comes the stun, and I'm too low of a level to resist the stun. Okay. Okay. No. That's it. Nope, I'm gonna burn to death. Come on, heal. I don't know how I'm still alive at this point. No, run. Shoot, too slow. That one's easy to dodge. I'm keeping an eye out for Helicoptrix. We're getting there. I don't know what her health is because I'm too low of a level to actually see her information yet. No! Yeah, sometimes you get locked in the animation, so you gotta pay attention. You don't want to accidentally get wrecked. I'm gonna get stunned! Oh no. Okay. Back up. Come on, we can do this. She's getting enraged, which means she's getting stronger. Ah, dang it! I wasn't fast enough. Yes! I've got Helicoptrix on my side. That one's pretty easy to dodge. It's her stun ability and her flame ability that's really hard to dodge. You have to basically be like right in front of her face to dodge the flame ability. I thought for sure I wasn't gonna get killed right there. Okay, I'm coming. I'll fast travel to this. Don't die on me. Do I have... Okay, we gotta make sure we're auto-using all of our stuff. You know, I have some scrolls that I'm not using it for sure. Let's do... No! Oh my gosh, auto equip. I hit the wrong button. Okay, use this one. Use this one. Use this one. Okay. Okay. I've got more buffs applied, so maybe we'll be able to deal with this a little bit easier. I should have had those equipped down below, but I didn't. Come on, Helicoptrix, let's do this. I feel like we've got to be getting somewhat close. That's how we're going to end the live stream. We're going to end the live stream by killing this boss. If only my accuracy was higher. I highly recommend that you don't do this. Just play through the main story quest. By the time you get to the matriarch, you'll be strong enough to take her down. No! Helicoptrix is down. I'll hold down the fort. I'll wait for you. Oh my gosh, I got tripped up. Okay. Back up, back up, back up. Oh, no, 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 no. If I die, it's over. If I die, it's over. I have to wait till Helicoptrix gets back. Oh, crap, 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 crap. We're gonna spend 45 minutes just fighting this one boss. That's how this... Yes! Reinforcements have arrived! Oh, I wish I was high enough level so we could figure out how much health is left. But you know what? This is kind of giving you guys an idea of what some of the end game bosses are going to be like. You do actually... Oh, crap, 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 crap. You do need to manually take over like this, or you'll get wrecked. There was a boss that I recently fought on my main account that summons a bunch of minions, and if you don't kill the minions, he'll just keep summoning more and more, and it basically becomes like impossible to take him down if you're not taking care of his minions as well. Nope, nope. Crap, I got hit. I got... See... Oh! This might be my last revive, and then we'll end the live stream after here. Let's go back. I'm on my way! I also have to say, this is one of my favorite questing areas. I'm a big sucker for like rain and stuff. So this was one of my favorites, especially with the lake and everything. I made it! I made it! I'm a little bit afraid that like her health points aren't going down like at all. Holy smokes, another person just showed up! Helicoptrix, we're gonna do this! We can do this! I love it. Whoever this other player is, thank you so much. That was huge. I don't know what level they are. I'm assuming they're a higher level than I am. 57. Oh, yeah. Absolutely. The Matriarch's going to get destroyed. They're probably trying to complete their item collection for her. Yeah, 57 is absolute overkill. She still has like an absolutely insane amount of health. So it will take a second for him to actually take it down. But he's probably not getting hurt at all. Yeah, look at his health points. It is not moving. She's, let's see, what level? Level 11? I bet she's more around like a level 18 boss. I love that I'm far enough away that I don't have to deal with anything. I can just let the two tanks handle her while I just deal damage from a distance. How is she still alive? Honestly, she should... There we go. We did it! We freaking did it. And now, we will end the live stream with a dance. Did I get any drops from that? I don't think so. Anyways, thank you all so much for being here for our first Odin Valhalla live stream. Now, we're going to be doing a lot more variety live streams, checking out other Cacao Games published titles. So keep an eye out on our social media channels. We have links down below, both on Twitch and on the YouTube channel, where you guys can go and follow us. We're going to be doing a lot more live streams coming in the future, checking out various games, and potentially coming back to Odin Valhalla Rising, even being able to see higher level content, some of my other characters. Guys, thank you so much for being here. Make sure that you're followed, you're subscribed, all that good stuff, and we'll see you on the next live stream. But I want to give a massive shout out to Helicoptrix for jumping in and playing with me so that we could take down the Matriarch. That was a lot of fun to kind of give you guys an idea of how boss battles can go in this game once you get to those higher level areas and stuff. So anyways, I hope everyone has a wonderful rest of their weekend. Thank you so much for being here. If you enjoyed it, like all that fun stuff. So anyways, everyone have a good one, and I'll see you next time.
Well, how have you been? How are things going?
Good day.